Morning guys, what's up? Or I guess it's afternoon. So I am out at my land today. Today is Saturday, the 6th, July 6th. So I'm out here today and I'm going to get started on actually cutting my driveway, or what will become my driveway. So I have 3 days basically. I started a new job on Tuesday, which I had one of my vlog videos I talked about that. So I have today, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to work on this. So I'm just going to document kind of my progress of what I get done. I picked up a new weed whacker today, kind of a heavy duty one. It has, you could put the blade on it, so it has kind of like a saw blade, or the standard cord. And I'm just going to start trying to make a dent and start working my way in to where the driveway will be eventually. So I'll video that today and finally get started on this. I've been here for a couple months now and I haven't really done too much on my land, and lots of people hitting me up, hey, what's going on, what's happening? It's just slow moving, working full-time and then trying to do this as well, especially when I'm not living on site yet. Once I get to a point where I can actually put something here and live here, then I'll be able to, get more done, because I'll actually be out here. I don't have to worry about, driving from here to Hilo, which is not far. It's about 15 miles or so. But it's just the time driving out, driving back. Whereas if I'm actually staying here, or when I will be staying here, I'll come home from work, I could work for a couple of hours each night just to get stuff moving. So it's happening just very slowly. So bear with me, thanks for watching, and we'll get started on it. Alright, I apologize if there's some wind noise because I know the wind's going by. So I wanted to show this because this is one of my neighbors, but this is kind of how the same way I want to cut my driveway in. So it may be kind of hard to tell. I'm not going to show his gate or their gate, but the main road comes down here and then the driveway kind of comes in at an angle, and then they have a gate and then it goes back in, and then maybe 60 feet or so, and then they have a secondary gate. So I want to do mine similar to this. So basically I want to clear back some of the brush from a little ways back and kind of have this angle coming in. So then they have their driveway is here and their gate is here, off camera. And then it goes back and there's a secondary gate. But this is pretty much exactly how I want to do my driveway. So there's a decent amount of space here cleared. Once I walk back over to my property, I'll show there's a spot where there's 2 large ohia trees, and I basically am that's going to be my marker. So that will be, and my property's on the other side, so instead of going angled in this way, it's going to go angled in this way. But basically where those 2 big ohia trees are, that's going to be the right hand side of my gate, and then that's going to be kind of the marker for going into my property. So I just wanted to show this like an after shot. This is what it'll look like once it's cut, maintained, the grass has grown. They planted a lot of nice trees, plants and stuff along here, so it looks really good. So this is what I'm going to be going for my entryway as well, where I'm going to be cutting in the driveway. And basically what I want to try to do is, there's 2 tall ohia trees here. That's going to be the right side of where the gate will be, I guess. So all of these ferns and everything right here, we're going to kind of cut in sort of at an angle, and then it'll kind of sweep back once we get past some of these taller, where the ferns are growing up the trees here. So it'll kind of be that direction, similar to the driveway that I showed earlier. So that's going to be what we're going to start working on, and then we'll see how far we get. I'm here with Rob. He has a channel called Big Island Lava Pioneers. and I met him, actually started watching his videos before I even moved to Hawaii, and talking to him, and then found out that he lives in the same spot where I live. So he came up to give me a hand, and then we're just gonna get started. Alright, so we did some hand pulling, got a lot of the higher ferns out. Now we're down to a lot of the dead ferns, so I'm going to go ahead and start hitting it with the weed whacker, trying to mulch some of that stuff and get it a little bit more level as we work our way back.
Down to the nubs.
Time for new ones.
Yeah, it was quick, but wow, look at the damage you've already done.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually handling really well.
Yeah, imagine when I put the blade on there.
Jeez.
Once I get a little bit further in.
Yeah.
Actually, this one, Hal has one of these Hondas. I don't know if it's the exact same model, but he was the one that was telling me that that's what he used to clear most of his land.
Price-wise, how do they compare to the Steels?
This one was $440.
Okay.
So, and I was going to order it online, and then I found that there's a Honda dealership right here, Steve's Honda.
Yeah.
They had them in there, so then I didn't have to pay shipping.
Yeah, that's where we got our generator at. They had a lot of nice little goodies to dream about in there.
Oh, yeah.
Chippers and...
Alright, so we've been working for a couple hours now. We're making pretty good progress, so I'll just do another time lapse, I guess, for a few minutes on what we're pulling out. All right, well, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. We made some pretty good progress, though. I think we've been working maybe 3 hours or so, 4 hours tops. You know, we took a couple breaks. So started over there. You see the road, and then, like I was saying, kind of cut in gradually, going in, and in. And what we're aiming for is the ohios. There's two ohios right here. One is this one in the back, and then this one here. Over here, there's a smaller ohia So the driveway is going to end up going in between those eventually. But about where this back ohia is to the other ohia will be where the gate will be eventually, once I save up enough money to buy a gate. But there's Rob, still working, even though I said we're done. But yeah, that's pretty good progress for today, so I'll be back tomorrow and continue. Whew. So it's Monday now. It's been raining pretty much all morning since I've been here. Soaking wet. This is the first time the rain's really stopped since I got here. But I'm still continuing. Got quite a, pretty good sized dent in here. Of course, this is only just the beginning. This driveway is going to end up having to go like 600 feet in, roughly. So basically what I'm aiming for, which I think I mentioned earlier in the video, there's these two ohia trees here. That's basically going to be the right side of my gate. Back there, it's a little hard to see, but there's another large ohia tree right here. That's going to be basically the left side of the road, or left side of the gate. So all of this in here is going to have to clear, and then it's going to continue back in this direction, probably more like this direction, another 50, maybe 70 feet, and then it's going to kind of turn to the left. And then from there it's going to go straight back all the way to the end of the property. Well, it's starting to rain again, so I'm going to put the camera back in the car. It's looking a little foggy already. Guys, well, it's still raining. I'm going to try and make this quick because it's starting to rain again. I don't want my camera to get wet or wetter. My main goal for this weekend was I wanted to expose to those two ohias, which is, they're going to eventually be the right side of my driveway, or where the gate's going to be. So I think I spent probably maybe 8 hours or so out here between the 2 days. Also had help from Rob. So this is it. I got pretty far. I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but that's probably a good 50 feet, maybe even more from this, where I'm standing right here. And it was all this point here cut back, and then some over here. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm soaking wet. It's been raining all morning, and I won't do too many more videos like this because I know this is pretty boring stuff, but I just want to kind of show the process of what it takes to go and do this. If you got to do it by hand, which right now I have to. So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and thanks for tuning in. Aloha.